Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, sales manager here at Audi Coral Springs, and I've got another one. Boom! An Audi RSQ8. Look at that beautiful machine right there. You're talking about a twin turbo V8, 591 horsepower, 590 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. Can you believe that? This vehicle right here, not this specific one, but the RSQ8 beat the Lamborghini Urus at Nürburgring by like 5 seconds. It's unbelievable. But check this out. This is decked out. It's Orca black metallic with the black interior and the red stitching, the carbon optic package that gives a carbon single frame in the front there, the mirror housings and the bumper inlays, and you can see some of that right there in the front. We're going to touch that in here in a second. It also has the black optic package, the black optic exterior kit, the 23-inch huge wheels with the Y-spoke rotor design, and the summer tires, the sport exhaust. The luxury package gives the massaging seats, the sunshades in the rear, and the tailgate windows, the extended leather, and the Alcantara headliner. It has the executive package that has the dual pane acoustic glass, the heads-up display, the heated rear seats, and the power soft closed doors. It also has the driver's assistance package that has the adaptive cruise control and the lane assist. It also has the towing package and the red brake calipers. I mean, a very, very decked out machine here, and you can see some of those features right here. Look at the carbon fiber on that grille. Driver's assistance package right here. Blacked out frame on the Audi beam ring. You've got that undervalence right here in carbon fiber as well. 23-inch wheels, red brake calipers, carbon fiber housing. Just looks so good. Now this, as I said before, if you haven't seen my other videos on the RSQ8, please check those out. This, in my opinion, is the coolest and the fastest SUV I've ever driven. Now, I will say the Bentley Bentayga is a very, very nice ride as well, but you're talking about $129,000 versus a $300,000 machine that I drove, or right up around that $300,000 mark. It's a different kind of ride. The Bentley Bentayga is built on that Q7 platform. This is a real fighter here at the two-row platform, right? The Lamborghini Urus and the RSQ8 platform, the Q8 platform, excuse me, and it's been enhanced. This is going to handle more nimbly than that Bentayga. This is also going to be faster than the Bentayga. The Bentayga has that W12. It's very powerful. You feel that launch. This just has that slow rumble, and then it just rockets. We're going to drive this vehicle. We'll have the reactions as we drive it. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around the vehicle. We're actually going to get some fuel here, and then we're going to take it out on the road. We'll see you in a second. Here we go. Let's get inside this awesome machine here. Here we go. Look at the insides of this. You've got the Bang & Olufsen system here. You've got these awesome honeycomb seats with the red stitching. Now what I love, and you've got all the touchscreen functionality here. What I love about this, you've got the power and the torque right there. How cool is that? That's that special RS design. These also are bigger here with the paddle shifting. This has all the functionality, the Q8, the SQ8 with that touch screen. That's the new latest generation of the MMI. So it's awesome. Alcantara up here. It looks gorgeous. It's fantastic. Let's get some fuel. Let's put the GoPros on. Let's take this for a ride and let's see what's up. We'll be right back at you. Okay, here we are, round two, another day, same story. RSQ8, super hot. We're going on. I got my GoPro Hero 8 on the hood. We're talking right here about the speed, the power, the performance. We're going to go out. We're going to test it out a little bit, drive around, see what happens. We're rolling. We're going to test it out again. I love the sound and I love the power. It sounds so good, dude. This thing has tremendous. Now, when you first get on those brakes, if it hasn't been rolling for a minute, I do perceive a slight lag, if you will. I don't know if that's the right name. Maybe. There's a little bit of a difference there. But the seating positioning is great. The steering, I think that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's still an SUV, right? You're not going to change that. Physics are physics. But the difference with this machine and the setup is the handling is absolutely extreme. and it's better than any other SUV that I've ever seen. That's what's so crazy about this. Like this handling is insane. I can't even describe it. It's so good. That's really, really the hard difference. Here we go. Just, oh my gosh, just surgical in terms of how crisp that turn-in is. That's just the difference. You might do one exit on the sawgrass again. It sits up a little higher, which is great. I mean, you get all the benefits of the SUV. You have the back seat, you have that cargo space, you have visibility here. Good visibility out of the back, not like insane because of the shape of that coupe type shape, but absolutely more than adequate in my opinion. The rear view mirrors are very, very big. Wow, this thing just digs in. Once again, the real action is in, now see right there, you know, little bit, now it'll stop tight, but you have all these other performance characteristics. When you brake at first, you're reminded, okay, you're still in an SUV. So you have to recognize that. I love the touchscreen. I love the technology here. This is great. It's keeping us very cool and comfortable on a very hot day. The carbon fiber, the way this is all tricked out is just super nice. The sound is insane. It's very, very cool. Let me change this view up because, yeah, I really like that. I like where it shows the power, the torque. This is one of the RS modes. You have bigger RS paddle shifting here. You do have an R1 and R2 mode. I'm not going to do that because some of the traction control stuff gets turned off, and we're not doing that. I'll leave that to someone else. You know, obviously, you know, have to respect the machine, but you can get it even crazier if you want to. That's the point. If you go to vehicle, there's probably, yeah, there's your RS monitor, right? You've got some things. Look at that, sport differential, transmission fluid, brake rotor. That's really cool. I love that. This is obviously a different setup. I've never seen that. Have you seen that before, Paul? No, right? All right, that's very, very cool. Audi Drive Select. You've got some different ways you can, there you go. There's your RS1, RS2. I might test one of those on a straightaway on the highway very calmly, very briefly, but we're not doing that while we're turning and stuff like that. But that's awesome. You've got your RS1, RS2 here. We'll put it in dynamic. We'll do that. All right, here's our turn. Here we go. Now watch how nice this turns out. I'm not going to get too crazy, but just boom. You can go a second round. Look at that turning radius. You can just boom, dig right in. And it digs right in. Doesn't blast you back, but it lets you know it's taking off. That's what I like about it. It's super powerful, but it's civilized, and that's very, very cool. So this is a vehicle that you can rock with every single day, proudly. You can also valet this, I don't care where you go. The Breakers, Pebble Beach, Fontainebleau, Keys, it doesn't matter. This car is gonna work anywhere that you go. It's ours. And then what's super cool is you can take it on the track. Now see, there's other vehicles out there, G63s and other vehicles, other than in my opinion, an SUV, a Bentley Bentayga, other than a Lamborghini Urus, which is basically the same platform. It you know, you don't have that kind of capability, in my opinion, of the total range of functionality. Let's just see what happens here. Balance, sport, comfortable. I want to be very cautious here. We want to be very, very cautious here. I forget even. There's the RS button right here. We're going to be very cautious. Very cautious with this. RS mode is engaged. We're going to be very cautious with this, let me tell you. We're not trying anything. I just want to see what it's like on a straightaway. We're keeping everything in the speed limit. We're keeping everything controlled. You have to respect that. This is a very, very powerful machine, and we're on, you know, public highways here, so we're keeping it controlled. This isn't race car driver at Nürburgring or, you know, at some tarmac out there. So, but I just want to see how it behaves, what the difference is, and we'll keep our finger very close to that RS mode when we need to take that right off immediately. So we're gonna see what happens there. But I'm very excited about it. I love it. There's so many different things about this machine. You keep finding more stuff and new stuff. It's like, oh, it's like a Q8 It is so different than a Q8 than an RSQ8. It's the same platform. Here we go. We're kind of waiting on me, but I'm just gonna come. Okay, definitely. You've got more play. Oh yeah, you definitely have more play immediately in the steering. I noticed that. You have more ability to drift if you want to, and I'm not trying to do that right now. Again, I'm not going to play on the turns. I'll just see kind of some of the straight line action here. I feel a little better about this. Let's take a shot here. Oh yeah. Oh, this thing's gonna rip, dude. Oh my goodness. This is even crazier. Like, okay, here's what's up. You know how if you have an Audi, you realize how like the difference between comfort and dynamic, that's the difference between dynamic and RS mode. It's crazy. You saw that a little bit with the A7 competition package. I've got that video up. It's very well reviewed. A lot of views on that. But you really see it in this. Like, it just, I'm gonna back off a little bit and just see what that straight line does. Now what's interesting here is we see right here where the RPM are. Now normally this thing is gonna start coming alive around 4,000 RPM. So I'm gonna step on it right here just to get up right below 65. So it knocks you right into that. Okay, wow, see how quick that is? So it's a much quicker downshift. It's a much quicker downshift into that to get you right in that RPM range. I mean, that's so quick, it's not even funny. I'm dropping out of RS mode right now. All right, now we got everything back on, stabilization, all that type of stuff. I'm not trying to drift, I'm not trying to get crazy. Paul, what are your thoughts? It's nuts, right? Car. It's crazy. Yeah. This thing's crazy. It's so nice. I mean, whomever, that's all I'm comfortable doing on this machine. I understand other people might get a little bit, but you know, we have to respect and obey, of course, all of the safety, speed laws, everything like that, all the laws and regulations. Number one. Number two, this vehicle is going to find a very nice home, and I want someone to fully enjoy that. Now, again, if we were with Audi, if we were with professionals, closed track, all that would maybe be different, but that's not the case right here. I just wanted to see what the difference is. Now, similarly, if I drop back here, and I'll do the same thing in dynamic mode to prove my point. So now I'm at 55, and it's still going to go fast. If I hammer it from here, similar, but just a little different there. The RS mode is absolutely visceral. It's immediate. It's ready to go. Even in dynamic, there's a little bit of a, okay, you sure? Because you're taking what Audi has done with this vehicle, in my opinion, is to take a absolute track-ready race vehicle, race SUV, and made it civilized for everyday driving with the range of capability to be effective both ways. The only other vehicle that I've seen that I would say, and I would probably put the GT3 in there, but the Porsche, but I would kind of put that to the side for a second, is the Mercedes GT that I felt like could go very much of a hybrid between everyday and a race vehicle. This is way more so that. It has a much more expanded capability. The technology is much better. What's amazing about this too is, once again, all this is touchscreen. You have the best of everything. You have dual screen. These are like big, you know, notepads or something, right? Or an iPad or something huge like that. The technology is insane. Of course, you have Apple CarPlay, you have Android Auto, you have all that good stuff. You have all the functionality of an SUV. You've got the confidence of Audi Quattro with the sport differential. It's nuts. There's nothing this vehicle can't do. Now, once again, it is an SUV. It does have that dynamic. So there are limitations on that from a physics standpoint. It's not going to handle the way a two-seater right to the ground like a Ferrari or McLaren would. but it's going to handle insane, and it's great. So I really, really love this vehicle. Gosh, it sounds so good, dude. This, oh man, dude, this is so I mean, I have to tell you, I've driven the 488, the 458, I've driven all kinds, I mean, Lamborghini, you name the vehicle, Aston Martin, I've been in there and I've driven it with very few exceptions. This car is as fun as any of them. And it's an SUV and it's $129. That's what's so crazy. Now, it's easy for you to say, John, okay, great. I'm not buying it either. I get it. But if you're in that market, if you're willing to spend $300, if you got 300 stacks burning a hole in your pocket, 400, 500, and you want something amazing, this is it. Like we've seen recently the Rolls Royce. I'm not trying to knock that SUV. And again, that's a different market. I get it. I just saw a Bentley Bentayga at my complex. They're 3 times as much as this. And this will just chew them up for lunch and spit them out. And it's so much cooler. This is it. This is the ride. This is the one. It's so worth it. It's so nice. You have to love it. You have to respect it. I'm styling on this. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that GoPro footage. I can't wait to put this together for you. People out there, let me know what you think. What do you think about this? I want to know. Do you feel like this is the strongest SUV out there performance-wise? Number one. Number two, if you had the money, would you go for this or would you go for that 2-seater? It's an interesting dichotomy because I gotta tell you, I've talked to these kinds of buyers. This punches with a lot of clout. A lot of clout. Like, I'm not sure if it has the same super flash level, like let's say a Lamborghini Aventador or something like that. I don't know if it's sending that level of message or that type of tone of message, but the buyers that come in are so excited, and they have every right to be excited. This is a special vehicle. I just can't express that enough. This is a really rare vehicle. Whatever Audi did, they hit it way out of the park. We're in another park. They've redefined it. I've never seen a vehicle with this level of an SUV, this level of speed, capability, handling. The handling is what blows me away. The handling and the sound are amazing. And then the functionality, like, I feel totally confident in this. Like, listen, I've been in a 488 and I drove it, and it's much faster than this because that's even a different level. I understand that. But it was always like similar horsepower, right? But it was always like, whoa, wait a minute. Although that one was modified. It was also like, hey, it's a 2-wheel drive. Now it felt in some ways like a 4. So I could have hit that much harder if it's raining. Better safe than sorry. But, it's a 2-seater. It was loud. You don't really have room for anyone else other than someone over there. You can't really have groceries. You're not going away for the weekend in it. All these other limitations immediately start creeping in. You don't have that with this. This can be your only vehicle. It's super cool. And it's just like, I had an M5. This handles better than my M5. It's crazy. It's so nice. It's so nice. Anyway, I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. I'll wrap this up outside super quick, and we'll put this to a close. I want to know what you guys think. Give me the comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. I'll close it out outside. We'll be right back at you. There you go, everybody. I'm John D. Villarreal. That is my review, extended review and test drive with footage of the RSQ8. The second time I've been in this vehicle, well, actually technically the third time, but the second time we've taken it out on the road. Really, really awesome. I'm so glad I did, because I really have a super appreciation of this vehicle. Once again, in my opinion, the strongest performance, ultra performance SUV out there. The handling's off the chain, the technology's off the chain, the safety's off the chain, the all-wheel drive is off the chain, the look is off the chain. Everything is on point. There is no major weaknesses with this vehicle. It checks all the boxes. Let me know what you think. Give me the comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. Once again, I'm John D. Villarreal, sales manager at Audi Coral Springs.